All right, numbers have come out just minutes ago from USDA supply and demand and production reports. Shocks across the board and everything negative. Numbers much bigger than anyone thought. Look at grains, corn and beans both had the average yields far in excess of what anybody thought. The markets obviously have been moving down from this. We'll get into that. Just going to grain right now. Let's see what we can find looking on the board here. Crop production for corn. Now, I'll give you what they thought it was going to be. They thought corn production would be 14 billion bushels. It came out at 14.184 billion bushels. The soybean number, they thought it was going to be 4.321 billion bushels. It came out at 4.431 billion bushels. So let's see what that does for carryout. Carryout, the average guess had been for corn. Let's see. The average guess was 2.133 billion bushels. It came out at 2.335 billion bushels, much higher than the average guess. Beans, the average guess among analysts was 437 million bushels. It came out at 475 million bushels. Why is that? We'll look at these yield numbers. Corn, they thought the corn yield, average yield, was going to be 167.8 bushels to the acre. It came out at 169.9, a big increase over what the experts thought it would be. Soybeans, the average guess was 48.7 bushels to the acre. It came out at 49.9, almost 50 bushels to the acre average yield. So that works itself through the carryout numbers that we see here. And where were we when this started? The bean number, soybeans were down a half. Now soybeans are down 15 and a half. They actually have been 7 lower than this at one point. Corn just before the report was down 4 3/4. Right now, December corn is down 8 3/4 at 348 3/4. I haven't even looked at wheat numbers. The wheat ending stocks, they thought it would be 920 million bushels. It came out at 933 million bushels. Wheat was unchanged just before this report came out. Now wheat's down 5 in December at 429 3/4. All right, let's look at cotton. Even a bigger shock here. The numbers for cotton, all right, let's look. The planted acreage estimates were 12. This is, let's see. Let me see if I can figure this out. They thought, well, last month's number was 12.06 million acres. It actually this time came out at 12.62. And the yield per acre, they thought it was going to be, well, last month it was 892 pounds. This month it was 908 pounds. Production, here we go. The average guess for production was 20.6 million bales. That's what the experts thought when they were analyzed this. The actual production came out at 21.76. Even Informa, who had a number above 21, they were probably the most the highest number expected. It came out above them. So what does that mean? Ending stocks, the ending stocks number was, they thought it would be, I think, 5.8. It came out at 6 million bales. Exports were raised. Let's see what the numbers were. We've got exports came out at 14.9. They thought it was going to be 14. Well, they thought it was going to be under that. As I said, ending stock 6 million. They thought it was going to be 5.8, or a little less than that actually. Exports of 14.9. They thought it would be 14.2. So when we thought this would be trending down some, it actually jumped. So what did the market, where was it before this came out? The market was already reeling from yesterday's losses, and today was down 145. It is right now in December down 282 at 69.29 with a low of 69.11, which I believe is down the limit. March cotton is down 254 at 68.93. It's been as low as 68.58. And with numbers like this market's going to have a hard time dealing with it without at least going down first. I think that's true of all these markets. And we also are looking at seasonal markets that seasonally move lower this time of the year. Now you've got crop reports like this. So that's it. I will update you later today, right after the markets close, and we'll see what the end result was from these reports as far as market action goes.